Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're making a dish that's super close to my heart, a delicious Caribbean style yam and saltfish pie. If you enjoy yellow or white yams with saltfish, we are taking these two ingredients up a notch. This recipe combines the comforting flavors of the Caribbean yellow yams with saltfish in one dish and baked to perfection. I can't wait to share this recipe with you. For this recipe, I will be using 1.5 pounds of yellow yam, and I will simply peel off the skin and place them into some cold water immediately because yellow yams tend to act just as sweet potatoes. They tend to oxidize very fast. We have a pot of boiling water, and we're just going to salt the water, about half teaspoon of salt, and place our pieces of yellow yam in there. The best part about using yellow yams in this recipe is that yellow yams doesn't really have flavor, so I get to feed the yams with loads of flavor. Cover it up and allow it to cook for about 45 minutes. After 45 minutes, they should be fork tender, just breaking apart. We have our pieces of saltfish. I'm using boneless saltfish, so we are going to just rinse off the salt before adding them into a pot of boiling water. Overall, if you are using the bone-in saltfish, you want to make sure that you have 2 cups of cooked saltfish. Let them boil for about 10 to 12 minutes. After they have been boiled for 10 to 12 minutes, you want to add them into some cold water and start breaking them up because this is where all the salt will go into the water and out of the saltfish. Break them into small pieces, but not too small because we want to enjoy that beautiful saltfish filling. Taste the saltfish because you want at least 80% of the salt to come out. You want to use a strainer to strain off the water. In a frying pan on medium heat, we are adding 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, chopped garlic, chopped onions, and we don't want to burn the onions and garlic. We just want to allow them to sweat. We're also going to be adding 3 chopped pimento peppers, and this adds beautiful flavor to the dish. Stir everything in for about a minute before adding some orange bell peppers and green bell peppers because these bell peppers are going to go very well with our cheese. 1 tablespoon of oil of your choice should be good enough to cook the saltfish because we don't want it to be oily or greasy. We want the entire dish to be nice and creamy. The yams are really moist and flavorful. Add the saltfish into the mix and coat the saltfish and the fragrances together. We are adding some fish seasoning to this, some black pepper. We got rid of most of the salt from the saltfish because we want saltfish flavor but not saltiness. We want those aromatics to really push themselves through. We are adding enough salt to taste, some chopped green onions, and some chopped parsley. And don't worry too much about the recipe because the recipe will be nicely written for you down in the description box. And this is our saltfish filling. Time to deal with the yellow yam. So we are adding a little bit of butter to our pot on low heat because we are not trying to burn or brown the butter. Just enough to melt. If you have gotten this far into the video, give the video a thumbs up, which helps my YouTube channel to grow by reaching more people, to help me grow and to make better content. Once the butter has been melted, you can turn up the heat a little bit more now. We're going to add some chopped onions and stir it into the butter, along with some yellow bell peppers, some red bell peppers, some finely grated carrots, and the carrots give this dish a nice sweetness. Yams don't really have flavor, so these are all good flavors for the yam. We're also going to be adding just a little bit of granulated onions. Mix it in. We are adding 1 can of evaporated milk, half cup of whole milk, some all-purpose seasoning, and black pepper. Stir in all the flavors. Some of the beauty about this pie is that it does not require any eggs. It does not require a long time to cool down before you cut into it, and I will show you what I mean at the end of the video. And we are simply adding just a little bit of salt to taste. Now for the best part, we are adding our mashed yams. I simply added my yams in the food processor because I wanted it to break down as much as possible. If you have a potato masher, you can also use a potato masher for this. We have enough liquid in the pot for the yams to soak up, and we are adding some Monterey Jack cheese to this. Let me tell you about this Monterey Jack cheese. If you can find Monterey Jack cheese, if you want to try the recipe, I highly recommend that you use it because it pairs very well with the peppers. If not, cheddar cheese is perfectly fine. Mash the yams. As it becomes nice and creamy, they soak up all the flavors and really hydrate well. We are stirring this into a nice paste but not dry, very nice and creamy. The recipe is also gluten-free, so it does not require any flour. The yams have enough starch content that is beautiful to work with. Once you have enough salt to taste, you're going to put it into your casserole or your baking dish, and we are going to layer this pie. Place some of the yam paste at the bottom. The amount that I am putting at the bottom is just over half. Flatten the bottom off completely, and then we are going to use our spoon to bring up the lip on the side, creating a deep enough well to facilitate the filling. I'm giving it about 1-inch thickness all the way around, because after it has been baked and you cut into it, you should enjoy a good amount of saltfish in the pie. Add in the saltfish filling. The saltfish should be nice and flaky, and as I said before, not oily. The saltfish should have good taste but not salty. Spread and press it into the well that you have created. Pour some more Monterey Jack cheese, and this Monterey Jack cheese is a jalapeno cheese. It pairs very well with all the peppers and all the fragrances that we have in this dish. Pour the rest of the yams on top. You should get about 1-inch thickness at the top. And you want to press everything in to hide the beautiful saltfish in the center. When it has been flattened out, you just want to go in with the rest of your cheese and you want to spread it out. And once it's baked, it's going to give a beautiful, beautiful crust. If you know any saltfish lovers, please feel free to share to all the saltfish lovers that you know. We're now going to bake this at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes, and then I'm going to broil it for 5 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. After 35 minutes, our saltfish and yam pie is done. And I will allow it to cool down for another 30 minutes, just for everything to settle before I dig in. I will now show you the different stages when cutting it. This is what it looks like after 30 minutes, when it's nice and warm. After 1 hour, this is what it looks like. It will begin to firm up, and after 1 hour and 30 minutes, you should have the perfect slice. Now it's time for me to dig in and enjoy. My son doesn't love saltfish at all, and he clearly stated that this is his new favorite dish. just above or below pizza. Other family members rated it a 10 out of 10. We have now come to the end of our recipe. If you enjoyed the video, give the video a thumbs up, a subscribe. Help me to grow my YouTube channel by sharing. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend, and see you in another one of my recipes.